Hello everyone and welcome back to the Nut. This is goldmason back with another week of NUPL gaming. We are entering week 2, so we're going to go over some week 1 games. I am joined by Bernardo, Oathkeeper, and Hammer, who will introduce themselves in order.
Hello guys, a pleasure to be back here. I'm Bernardo.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Oathkeeper here, and I believe this is my first appearance.
Outside of the stream, yeah.
Yeah, correct. Yes.
Howdy, folks. This is Hammer. Also my first time here.
Absolutely. We are here to cover some NUPL Week 1 games, some exciting ones, and then we'll go over the results of the week and quickly do a little bit of a predictions. So, hopping into the first game, we've got Damien the Genius versus stareal, two SPL level players duking it out in Sword and Shield NU. Any opinions on these battlers before we hop in?
I would say they are two of I said about that about Damien the other day. Like he's one of the most consistent players, and to me, stareal is a star. Not just by the name, but like he's one of the best clickers in the tier. So should be a very interesting and well played game in general.
He was pretty sure when SS, was the CG. Like he was always finishing pretty strong in seasonals and NU tours in general.
Absolutely. All right, let's hop right into this. Here we go. I'm not an SS expert, so you guys are going to have to be in charge of this one. Here's Big Boom Burst.
Yeah. Explode's kind of a quiet threat, in my opinion. Give that thing, specs or a,
It has all the coverage in the world, so it ends up hitting a lot for stuff.
Yes, stareal's getting some good reads right out the gate there.
Yep. Now there's kind of a stalemate. No one hurts no one.
Okay.
Rocks.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I did not watch this game. I think it went on.
Toxic.
Yeah. Okay, Toxic is the right play.
I did not watch too. Now it comes to rocks. And now something's getting boomers.
Okay, not bad from Damien. Get the chip on Explode. Not bad.
Yep.
But now, Flamethrower should. Okay, yeah, he sees it coming. Good.
This Explode
now you need to take a
Stacker comes in. Yep. Okay, I don't know. I feel like Toxic might have been. He had Toxic on.
Oh, and it has like the corrosion ability, right? So it would actually be toxic.
Yeah, Toxic would have been fine. It would. I mean, God forbid, he kept exploding, but I don't know. Toxic felt like the.
Yeah, there's a lot of toxic Pokemon right now. I think half of the Pokemon are toxic.
I think there are Explode, Montine from both sides, and the Diancies.
Yeah, and
yeah. Okay, now it feels okay. Okay, yeah, I would have gone Moton there. Good job.
And one more
toxic. Like, even if it was a toxic.
It's hard because like you can't throw this Crafty on that because you're gonna get Hurricane into oblivion, so it isn't. Oh,
so now we have the ever so present Silvally ground.
Yeah, something gonna get hurt.
Ouch. And yep, that hurt like you would expect, and that did not do a lot.
Yeah, you get 2 hit.
But then again, he's got no attack investment, so.
Yeah, purely defensive. Makes sense.
We're gonna see Salazzle come in to revenge.
What's the coverage that Silvally ground runs?
Okay, that was okay. I can see why he did fire. I mean, you gotta think Mantine's there as well.
Hey, you guy that know SS better than me, what's the coverage that Silvally ground runs? Because he could have gone like I think Modern Mo seems such an easy click to go with immunity from ground and rest type.
Usually it's running SD multi-attack, U-turn.
U-turn out. The U-turn would hurt anything.
Yes, okay. So this is why Delmise is probably one of the better Silvally ground counters next to Wheezing.
Understandable.
The Scrafty is setting up.
Yeah, but then it's gonna get bursted.
I mean, but Damien needs like a whole. Okay, I was gonna say he needed like a whole.
Yeah.
Like he needed the shed skin wake right there.
Yep. Because otherwise you're getting boom bursted into hurricane and suddenly you're dead. It doesn't have terror like there is now, so. Oh,
And
that
then the
burn.
burn doesn't help. Yeah, the burn
Yeah.
doesn't help. I mean, he gets rocks out, but I think
In the end, you're probably like you're like body press EQ. You're not doing much, but you're in a
so
tough position.
he might. Yeah, I was gonna say he's. I mean, he's got like okay, yeah, that's fine. Now, yeah, stack attack I can deliver any one hit.
Yep, gyro.
Yep. Now he
Okay.
gets the shed skin, unfortunately.
Yeah, but that's a good shed skin. Now it comes a
I-
knockoff.
I mean, sure. Okay, he bulks up. Okay, this is good. Delmise should go down here.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
And now
gonna-
he's no, he's
Oh.
what the heck?
I expected
now,
a
like,
rapid
with-
spin, but
with-
Okay,
Damon-
surely pass doesn't kill here.
Nope, not quite.
He does
No,
not.
and you go for no. You should go for the rest.
And he lives.
You should go for the rest.
Oh my goodness.
does
It's a little bit risky,
Okay,
but like,
I can see. Okay, Damien played this very well.
yeah, I know it was a really good game.
He played this very well.
The problem is like the
I
so
would have
Oh.
clicked. I feel like I should have. I feel like clicking flamethrower was the play there,
yeah.
Yeah.
or fire blast. Excuse me. Casino Valley's dead. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel. Yeah, fire blast was the play.
Ouch.
Oh man.
Oh,
But
no.
the mess still helped. But
But
even that way, it doesn't to hit KO, so it's fine. But Damien played well. That was a nice.
they
SS
both
game.
played a good game, but I think
Yeah.
I think Damien kind of goofed when he didn't click
Yeah.
What?
fire blast on Stacko.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, at the very least, you're chipping it. I mean, what did that first one do? 38. I mean, you're heavily chipping it with 2.
Yeah, but it's the lasso. It's what scarf.
No.
No. He's boots. I forget what item he was.
Because then I think probably the Pessimian would
He was boots.
he would like
he was NP with
Simeon was not boots. Simeon.
no.
Pessimian
scarf.
Pessimian scarf like you would expect.
Yeah.
I think that he would revenge regardless. It wouldn't really change much the end game. Like Damien
Yeah.
out would do something with Scarf in order like to greed with Scarf something like that. That's probably his best out to game.
Now that I think about it, maybe knocking off good play
Mm.
Yep.
because then Lazzle gets down.
Well, an interesting first game to go over. So
Nice first game.
let's hop over to the next one. We've got Godmommy Picks versus Elias PSY. This is the Hari Pablos versus the Act Fishing Arcanines, and we're gonna hop into it.
And for those of you who don't know, God Mommy picks 603.
That's Vulpix03. Okay, goodbye, Chinchino.
That Chinchino just said hi and bye, and
Yeah.
no time flat.
But that's the thing, like with that team with Elias on preview, you don't know what he's running. But
Holy crap!
after you see the game, you figure out that it's basically a show. Like everything's offensively minded. The Houndstone will be offensively minded. The Diancies Trick Room. The Meloette, I don't know the set, but it isn't AV for anything. It's definitely offensive. So
and that was, and correct me if I'm wrong, but that Sylveon was specs, yes.
Oh,
I definitely
Or it
don't
could
know.
have been Pixie Blade or something.
unfortunate Draco
No,
Meteor
it's
missed
lefty.
that.
That's leftovers.
Maybe lefties with
I mean that did a lot to Croak. I mean, look at actually no, specs would have killed Croak, I would imagine.
yeah.
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 Oh, Sub Mellow.
Okay.
RCM.
Yeah, Mello's not gonna. Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say, not break up the sub, or you can break the sub every time.
Yep.
Oh.
But
I think-
Calm mind. What the?
it's a combined war, but like
I think on
Yeah,
that
it's basically
last
a matter
turn,
of
Elias was
who
supposed to
kills.
sub
Yeah,
up.
who kills the other first.
yeah.
What
Elias
was
had that one turn where
for
Fire Blast was
Slowbro,
doing
my guess,
22.
my guess.
Yeah, probably he could have agreed for one, but in the end, like Sylph could just like eventually wish up. That's for sure Wish. So I don't
Yeah,
see.
yeah. Pix is just trying to go for the. I mean, he's just like, okay, slowly blind.
Interesting
And that's
Range
call
him.
damage.
mine
Okay,
there.
okay, all right.
He was
That's
expecting the
fair.
Wish, but I don't
I
really
see
like the
Pix.
play. Now
Okay,
something
now we
gonna
got
get
Hounds.
Oblivion by Offensive Hound.
Holy crap, that's
Offensive Hound's amount that I
that's a
think
fully
we.
offensive Houndstone.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I think we use too little of it. I think it has value, but well, it's probably one of the best poltergeist users in the tier, given its book. Like, oh, it's
Holy
Oh my goodness.
Jesus. Oh my god.
takes
Goodbye.
Oblivion, and
Yeah,
now
Pix is just like, yeah, I'm a win this.
it's a Trick Room and Prey, but won't kill, and it's dead.
Restore
Malabas,
enough
like,
turns.
and then it's over. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
In the end, like the first turn may sound like very weird for someone watching, but like it's a Joe which like the best he could do is like either not believe it was Scarf, or maybe going hard at Diancie wouldn't be like amazing. He didn't have a better play, to be honest. Like maybe going Toxed. I don't know if it like Scarf CC 2 shots, but like in the end you are flipping like, okay, if hit Brave Birds, what I'm killing it. So he chose to stay, and even like Jara Ghost wouldn't do shit. So
Mm-hmm.
All right.
that
All right. Yeah, that was a good game. This Slowbro looked like it was going to kind of do a bajillion as well, to everything. In my opinion, at least, especially after the Chinchino is gone.
I was waiting for it, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
Yeah, I wanted to see this Tatsugiri come out, honestly.
I
Never got
heard.
a chance.
I heard it's pretty good, right?
it's a lie.
It's not. It's not. Someone lied to you.
Oh, what? It gets rapid spin nasty plot. That's got to be good.
And has a
I've tried
respectable.
building with it. Yeah. I've tried building with it. It occasionally fills a niche. Feel like you need a spinner and all your other defensive mons are water weak, but it's made of paper.
Well,
It's not quite fast enough.
I was gonna say it gets rampant spin. It gets nasty plot.
it gets all those things. It's got to be good. Got to be good. I think you're all gaslighting me, but we're gonna hop into our next game. And this is probably the highlight of the week. At least if you let Slice tell it. Highlight of the week. We've got Oran Variability 10 versus Pokeslice, and I'm sure that you guys have some things to say about this before we hop in.
Honestly, no, I don't. At least I don't.
I feel like we got to set the stage a little bit here. This was the last match between these two teams. I believe the Vivs were up 5-4. Was that it, or was it the other way around?
No, they were down.
They were down. The Vivs were down 5-4. So Slice needed a win to get his team a tie. OBB needed to win the week for his team.
Oh, last year?
No, today. This was the last match of this team's.
This tournament. This tournament. Yeah, absolutely.
This tournament. Yeah.
I also heard that Slice said something along the lines of, it has been 1.5 years since Pokeslice and OBB first fought, and OBB has never won before. So, and never killed Slice's Executor, something along those lines. He said something funny like that. So, I'm ready to hop into it.
I think it was something more like he doesn't win over Pokeslice over a year and a half or something like that. But in the end, it isn't like a grudge match because those two they do well together. But it's more like about pride, about who is the number one SS and new player, and they for sure had that online for that game.
All right, well, let's hop into it and take a look at the battle. I like Slice's team a little bit more than OBB's, just because I hate this little green metal thing. Here we go.
We Mason, we call that Pharaoh Seed.
I hate him. Some rocks. Oh my god, that did 1,000,000 damage.
Oh, and
Well,
it's Wish.
I mean, to be fair, Aerodactyl's not exactly great when it comes to eating hits.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, and it's not a normal type move. Okay.
That too.
Yeah. My fault.
I was gonna say, don't forget,
Um,
Sylveon has Pixelate.
yeah. I'm too ADV pilled. I don't know about all these newfangled devices. Big Xcav in. That guy clicks Swords Dance and just runs over, right? Oh, there's this guy. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Weezing is there. Don't forget.
Yeah, this guy's big.
And he stayed. Oh,
Nice.
Ooh,
Nice
kind of a
little
free move
double.
for. Ooh, Gastro with a helmet. All right.
Gastro with helmet and no sticky hold, so goodbye to the Rocky helmet.
yeah, that's questionable.
Right, and he's got Dragon Tail. Okay, that's fair with Spike Stack.
Oh yeah, and the Pharisee's gonna click the spikes. Yeah.
No, easy Spike right here. Yep.
Oh, and
Yeah,
Sylveon
versus
just
no
gets to come in
removal.
for free, right? Yeah.
Yep, play should be able to eat it. Oh, okay.
There we go. Nope. Now it's gonna wish back up.
Hyper Voice killing it. Does he just kill with Hyper? No, he does not. Okay, wow. I think Wish was always the play there, to be honest. And then and got the poison. There you go.
Doesn't
It's
this
the
guy?
small one.
Doesn't this guy always run rest?
I would say most of the time it does, yeah.
Goodbye to Scrafty's leftovers.
For the second on Hawk, yeah.
Oh, he stayed in and risked getting
The rest.
drain punched, and yeah, there's the rest. Yep.
Yeah, but the knock was kind of obvious, I'd say.
Yeah. There's Sylve's leftovers. Nasty plotted. Yep.
Oh, big nasty plot.
Yep.
Encore? No.
Plot again.
Oh boy. Yeah, this is like the only thing
Aw.
that could. And no poison. Damn.
Yeah, lucky.
And he had Roost. Damn. Sometimes you'll run those non-Roost variants.
Nice double back from Slice.
Yeah. Hammer, you can talk too, you know.
Nothing. I'm not an SS guy. I'm just enjoying the view.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's like, you know.
I would say neither I am, but like I'm actually enjoying the game as well. At least so far, it's kind of fair. The game.
I don't like this. I don't like this Pharisee, man. I'm telling you, this guy's bad news. Bad news. Goodbye.
And then there goes the
Life
life orb.
Yeah, the damage just got 130%.
Admittedly,
No
it's not
damage.
slowly
Yeah, no,
killing itself anymore, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good switch in by OBB. Yep.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's health pool. A big wish did not do much.
Well, because Guzzlord has a lot, whereas Sylveon doesn't have as much.
No, yeah, I know, but like, well, whenever you see like a silver wish, you think, hey, something's getting health almost for full, and it tickled the Guzzlord.
Oh,
Oh my
what is
god.
that?
Oh, that's big. That's big. So is that.
Oh my god.
So now Guz is pretty much gone.
Guz is gone, but so is Salazzle. How does
But,
the
yeah, Salazzle's
how does
gone
the
too. Well, that's
Pharisee
huge.
die anymore?
Yeah,
How
and
does
like
Sylveon die?
Scrafty Drain Punch.
Oh,
How does the Sylveon die is the real question.
And there goes Eggy too. Yeah.
yeah,
Jesus.
it's
Slice's
going
mons are dropping like flies.
it's going down really fast.
the
Hey,
way
look at
that
the comments. Finally, I have slain the beast.
yeah, I think
Another spike incoming.
Xcav is the way to
he's
win.
Leech.
You go Leech.
Terra Xcav
Kind of feel
and
kind
There is man, Cavalier is a mon that I wish I
SBS
could
now?
use.
not necessarily.
Nah.
Okay. Or he might be. I don't know.
Well,
No.
okay, wait. Rest Terra Xcav wins.
That's an out. If I ever saw one.
Rest
gotta
knockoff
have-
protect swords dance. So your only attacking move is knockoff. Don't worry about it.
Could be worse.
Yeah, because fairies ain't doing anything to you.
Damn.
That's rough.
Yeah, this guy is dead.
It doesn't
Oh,
have
he's
that.
got Mega Horn.
I mean, but you're burned and taunted and pain splitted, and you're gonna be at like 5 HP when this wheezing finally dies.
Yeah.
Let's dig in.
Oh, you're that, he says.
Another swords dance. Not gonna do anything. Megahorn is gonna miss.
And of
Oh
course
my
the
gosh.
Mega Horn misses.
Yes.
Just kill it, Slice.
Oh
Just
my
kill it.
god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Worst case
god.
scenario.
That's gotta hurt.
Oh.
And he
Oh,
keeps
insult
missing.
to injury.
Yeah, it's like I said, 5 HP when it finally kills this guy.
I mean, you're not far off.
Yeah. Now it's dead. Goodbye. Sylveon is unkillable. GG. So is that guy Phariseed. He's also unkillable. Look at this guy.
Pharaoh's he's gonna stick around.
Leech Seed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slice
Leeches
is just doing
again.
whatever he can.
Oh,
Yes,
Dad.
Back to spikes.
Oh my god. Now Arrow's gonna die to it. Oh my gosh.
Stone Edge.
Does he no attacks?
I don't think he needs. No, he needs attacks.
Stealth
Spikes,
Rock,
Leech
Stone Edge.
Speed.
Leech
He has
spikes.
knockoff.
Oh, he has
Knockoff last.
knockoff. Oh, okay, there it is. Yeah. Man, does he just let the Pharaoh go?
Yeah, no, it's not even. It's the Pharaoh's gonna win.
Oh man, toxic.
Yeah, the Pharaoh wins by itself. That's
Oh
crazy.
my gosh.
Okay.
I'll let you
Oh, man,
KO this.
Alright.
I know you need it.
Slice staying in.
All right.
He's
We're
just
gonna
gonna
just
be
skip
like,
a
"Oh,
couple
okay,
turns.
go."
Literally nothing happens. All right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
over. Yeah.
Crazy game. Yeah. I mean, a little bit of a matchup, don't we think?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, like OBB10 had like a Guz, Pharaoh, and Wheezing.
Yeah. Had every answer.
It was clever.
All right. Well, let's go into the Gen 3 game next. I heard that these battlers are quite handsome and powerful. We got Kaboom, winner of ADVPL4 on the Aquacord Anglerfish with the sick custom avatar that we got. And then Gold Mason. I heard that guy's pretty good. You know.
I don't know. He's pretty lame.
I.
Oh shoot! I forgot he's in the call.
Oh yeah,
I mean, he's
yeah.
awesome. He's
Yeah,
awesome.
you don't happen
He's
to
awesome.
don't happen to say. Well, going into this tour, I know Kaboom played some like seasonals or opens or something like that. So I looked at those. Kaboom's also teammates with Ivakiyama, who is on the Aquacord Anglerfish 5. So I knew that if I loaded some C teams, I would probably be playing with Open Team Sheet, but I didn't care, so I loaded one anyways. And I guess Kaboom did not check, which I felt very good about. But anyways, let's hop into it. I thought Kaboom was a little less experienced than some of the people I probably will play this tour, so I loaded something comfortable, as you will see. And I loaded Seadra. I love this Pokemon. So
Sydra's pretty cool. Yeah.
yeah,
And you got a good lead matchup for it.
And you got the PP.
really good lead matchup for it. As long as it wasn't banded max speed, I was in a pretty good spot.
Why do you prefer Seadra over the other waters like Wailord and Octillery, especially?
Seadra just hits a lot harder, and it takes physical hits a lot better. Like it has good speed, and it wants to invest in that speed stat. So
Yeah.
you actually get a lot of the speed creep matchups that you want, like the one on Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan technically is faster base speed or whatever, but I can go modest and just do a shit ton of damage and usually be faster than everything. So this is why Glalie is so good. Admittedly, I don't think Kaboom needed to let me kill Hitmonchan and then set up 3 spikes, but Kaboom did. pretty telegraphed boom. I wanted the sub to be gone, and I didn't want him to be able to reapply the substitute and as my Glalie died. So,
Might I say, interesting choice with your PU Mon and Swalot.
Swalot is the
Yeah,
goat.
Arbok's been the big one.
Arbok's good too. Arbok's good too. But Arbok is very. Oh yeah, I unclicked going to the Haunter like 6 times, but it was just the smartest play.
Then you get the.
I needed to bring something in, and I didn't really want anything else to take a boom, so yeah, had to happen.
Might I add, nice hacks there with the Thunderbolt paralysis.
Oh my god. I have Pokemon that are faster than Wailord. It just let me get Swallowed in instead of going Seadra. It's not a big deal. If I hadn't gotten the hacks, I go Seadra, he goes Haunter, and then I go back to Swalot anyways. Like Swalot is taking nothing from Haunter. I guess it's taking a fair amount from Psychic, but whatever.
Isn't Hunter run Psychic?
Yeah, it does. I would have
Okay.
simply been better. Don't worry about it. Or let Seadra go, honestly.
I love how Swalot's just eating all these moves. Like, it's ridiculous.
It's an insane Pokemon. It's an insane Pokemon. It probably should be NU.
He is.
But yeah, Hitmonchan's in. This Hidden Power Ghost did all of the damage. And I had a pretty good win path from here. I kind of knew it was going to be Plusle or some sort of offense mon. I predicted maybe a Flareon last, and either way, I was in a pretty good spot because I had the double priority and I had the Seadra. So if it wasn't Plusle, and it was like a Flareon, then I just get a Mach Punch off with Hitmonchan, and then I go Seadra. But since it was Plusle, I had the Flareon. Flareon takes a crit Thunderbolt by itself pretty easily, so I went for the safer quick attack, even if I didn't kill. The only way they win is para on the Thunderbolt into full para the next turn. So felt like a good game for me, at least.
Attack.
A very well controlled game, I'd say. So it's fair. And you highlighted 2 different mons for NU. Like NU ADV is usually like it has kind of set on stones its top mons, at least from like the general perspective of like Glalie, Hunter, Hitmonchan.
Those three should be on every team. If they're not on the team, you either are haste up in Bug House and you just skill gap your opponent so hard you don't need them, or you're trolling. I mean, there's
better have a damn good reason.
Yeah, there's no other reason. It's yeah.
No, I agree with you. But even like others like Matang and like you have like maybe like not a S tier, but like an A+ tier mons, and well, you show like 2 that are for sure not in that like conversation, and you performed well. Congrats, goldmason. Nice game.
Thank you. I was pretty excited to play the last game. My team went 8-2. A little spoiler for you, but let's hop into the next game.
Oh, an engineer.
Oh, it's Shen.
The engineer is in the house.
Hello, Shen.
We had a Swalot on my screen.
It was.
Yes.
It was Swalot.
Oh,
but now we got now we got a Guzzlord and I did not expect to see Golbat in Big 2025, but here we are. Not an ADV either. That's crazy.
But I saw like a couple of gold bats like last in UCL on auras. Like it has like the fog and like I think hype Super Fang, Roost. I think it can learn U-turn. It's actually a nice utility mon for the tier.
It's yeah, I would say so. It's definitely there as like a Comfey check, given how popular Comfey is.
Okay. Well, let's hop into it. This is Xiri versus Ishtar, so gonna be an interesting matchup.
Ishtar with the stall team there.
Yeah, Articuno stall. One of my teammates brought an Articuno stall this week as well.
Natural curve, yeah, won't do much.
Yeah.
Oh, rocks are good, but like no, at least you pressure.
Right, force
it out. Keep the rocks up.
Yeah, nice try to catch the Altarias. Staying in defog.
Oh,
but
is that ZXL Gore? What?
Is it Z
Looks like it.
Excelgor? Doesn't it get a sticky hold? It could be
Oh.
sticky hold Excelgor.
If he did, it would have said
Oh,
sticky
true.
hold, but it didn't.
Oh, true. Yeah, fair enough.
Must be ZXL core.
So it's Z. It's some sort of Z.
Does he get the unburden
Maybe like
boost
a
when he
Z,
uses Z
Z
move?
fighting move or something, like Z Final Gambit or something.
Rocky helmet.
I'm to crit.
Altaria. Psycho.
That was actually decent damage.
Oh,
Oh,
goodbye.
and there's the
there
crit.
it goes. There goes the Palisand.
Yeah,
And the
that's
stall is broken.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness!
and it's not wildlands. That's the fun.
Who-
Ah, you asking him?
Clearly-
Xiri is riding my bet, throwing like attacks with positive crit hate. He fished for that. But like it's correct to do that.
No. Who chose these games? Who chose these games to watch on the nut? This is crazy.
Ishtar admitting defeat right there.
Oh my god. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god!
Another one.
3 of them.
Another
I
one.
won't say that I have
Yeah,
a friend
I do not blame
that
Ishtar for
enjoys seeing stall being demolished fast.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, thanks for the name of like Maze on Gold, probably something like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I won't say who it was.
Yeah. This is why I only play ADVNU, because there's no such thing as stall in that gen. That doesn't exist. It's not real. Did I ever tell you guys that the
Freaking
first
hate
my
Stall.
my first ever NU game that I ever played, like I got drafted for a tour, I didn't play any games before my first game. It was against Bughouse as well. And it was I want to say 200 turn game. He brought Foresight War Turtle into me. So obviously not taking it seriously at all. And I almost won except for a crit Ice Beam on the last possible turn. It was crazy.
Well, at 200 turns, crits are bound to happen, but
I
I could see better experiences for than that.
I
for
never.
sure.
We can watch
I
that
never,
game on the next video.
Oh yeah. I'll pull it up. But I never loaded stall in NU ever again. That shit was not happening ever again.
But yeah, for Foresight War Turtle, not. I mean, it's a thing.
It's not.
It's a
It's
thing.
not. It's not. It's not. Foresight War Turtle is like a guaranteed way to lose to plus all offense. So let's not do that. Do not corrupt the minds of the youth. That shit should not be ever loaded ever. But here we go.
I do what I want. I do what I want.
We're just
We're
distracting them from Glalie.
Oh yeah. Of course. Glalie do not ban. Of course, yeah. But here we're gonna hop into our final game from week 1, and probably a pretty hype one. I think we mentioned it on the previous cast, but it is Hellom on the alt Doflamingo versus Finchinator. So this is a pretty exciting game. Just quickly.
Hey, this isn't SM Finch.
No, this is not SM Finch. They're never gonna let him play SM. It's over. Stop asking for it, you know. But
it's Jover.
it's a pretty standard team from Finch. The Gardevoir is kind of coming up in popularity. The normal spam from Hellom is also fairly standard, but I feel like Kangaskhan kind of fell out of favor for a while there, so I'm glad to see it back. But yeah, let's hop into it. We're gonna see the rocks exchange? No.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say rock leads, perhaps.
Yeah, rock
Or
leads.
It's Toad rocks.
Nope.
No, he's not.
If you're bringing Miltank, you're going rocks, I think.
Yeah. Special wall plus rocks. Yeah.
We deliver
Okay.
the traditional black and white full hazard stack.
Yeah, oh boy. Finch with
Nice.
the. I mean, Missy's usually running sub.
This is gonna do
Shadow ball. Yeah.
quite a
good God.
bit. This is already
Just
looking.
remember, AV did not exist yet.
Yeah, this is looking a little tough for Hellom already. Oh wow, big double edge.
Jesus, that's a jolly.
Was that?
Kangaskhan.
Yeah, it has to be. Pillow is back in. Clicking Earthquake.
Not bad. Not bad.
But Miltank's just gonna milk drink out of range, right?
Yep, I would imagine so. Yep.
Yeah. think we're going to see the
Oh, yeah.
Garbodor 3-spike handshake.
This was the
Yeah.
game that I made the black and white NU GIF out of, wasn't it? I'll make
Did you
sure
make
to attach that.
Did you make a GIF out of it? Just
I made a GIF. Yeah, let me find it for you.
the spike handshake.
Okay, all hazards on.
Oh my
okay,
god.
Oh, we got
I was gonna
extra
say,
hazards.
almost all
More!
hazards. Almost all hazards. More!
And we've got gung shots missing left and right.
Cool pain splits, bro.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is
It's amazing how nicely these gunk shots are hitting.
Yeah, this is peak black and white gaming.
All right, you can find the GIF in our chat there.
Yes, in the nut cord. Finally, the Garbodor leaves. Nice
And
sucker
is
punch.
dead.
We're gonna see
And
Garbodor come in and take the
is-
toxic spikes, right? Yeah.
Yep. So now he doesn't have to worry about that. Skunk takes a chunk. No rhyme in
Big chunk. This is Kangaskhan's last entry.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, why are you?
Gardevoir's
Okay,
in.
they'll take it.
Usually it carries Will-O-Wisp, but it might be the Scarfer on this team. Oh, it's not.
Oh, he's calm minding. He's
Nope.
Yep, he'll tank the special wall that it is.
That drop, though, should be easy KO for Seismitoad. Oh,
Yeah.
Focus Blast.
It's the focus blast.
But yeah, now that
Focus
just
Blast is crazy.
Oh,
It's the second
Sure.
one.
That's gonna get too much health
The healer's
back.
gonna-
Oh no.
Yeah,
so,
take it out.
so now to
Is it out of range of the
Another
Ice Shard now?
yeah, to a common
No.
viewer, it's like, oh yeah, this would the ice shard kill? The answer is no, it does not.
That's so sad.
That was close. Nice game. To be honest, nice game.
I mean,
go-
yeah, Finch played well, like he always does.
Is this
Pretty close
the
at the end there, too.
Is this the part where I issue my heartfelt plea to the mods of NU to please, for the love of God, let us drop some things from PU or from RU rather? Like Sandslash, he's not doing anything up there. Let him down. I want some more rampant spin in this tier, please. Thank you.
Sandslash sounds awesome.
I
That's good.
don't know, man. We'd have to go over it.
No. Unfreeze the tiers. Drop Sandslash. Maybe Hitmonchan. He's also doing nothing, in that tier. Drop those two. Get some spinners. See how the metagame shakes it out. We can
But do we even
refreeze
have
them.
ghosts to block. To
We
have
got
the
Miss
option to block?
Trevis, dog.
Ah, no, amazing one.
Miss Trevis is fantastic. There's also Golurk. He's actually a really respectable Pokemon to bring in on both of the Pokemon that I just mentioned to Rapid Spin. He does.
I love Golurk and Aryu.
Yeah, he's fantastic. So let's drop a couple months. Let's see how it goes. You don't need to listen to Bughouse. Bughouse, that guy's gone crazy from years of being forced to play low tier NU. So just drop some Pokemon, But anyways, that was all of the games that we planned to cover. Next we've got I'm gonna take a look at some of the results. So the first one we're gonna take a look at here is the Week 1 results between the dubious Ducks and the Drudds with the Grudge. Massive win for the Ducks. 8 wins versus 2. And I know that 3 people in this call have a lot to talk about here. So let's start with
Four of us do.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay. Well, let's start with Oathkeeper because he's a little outnumbered here. And
I was gonna say, sure, let the victors tell the story.
No. We'll let the Drudds with the Grudge start this one.
Well, if we didn't have a grudge before, we definitely do. But no, this was definitely a week I'd like to forget. 2 wins is not going to do you any good any week at all. I feel like everyone had a good chance to win besides myself. I mean, it was at least my game was like essentially a matchup, and I mean, Devin just destroyed me at every turn. But no, I mean, Esteban played very well against Dugza. Dugza is, as we all know, a very well respected player. Acid played very well. Wadley, I guess I didn't watch their game, start to finish, so I guess I can't. As we saw, Damien, played very well. We could have played 1 or 2 turns. Nunes in his SM game played well, but I guess just not well enough in this case. I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but FV could have won his game if he had clicked one little move at the end that he was supposed to. Long story short, he most likely would have won if he had clicked Sucker Punch on Kadabra. Beats Black, just ran into some unfortunate stuff in his game. Bughouse played well like he always does, but they just played a little bit better. And yeah, overall, yeah, I'd like to put this week one behind and just focus on the next one, and hopefully we can just undo this horrendous week that we just had. But overall, yeah, not a great start to the season, but it's only week one, 6 more weeks to go. I'm not like overly concerned right now.
Absolutely. And we wish you well. Really fast before we hand it over to the dubious ducks. I told y'all that Plague would put in a good performance, did I not? Did I not?
You did say so.
I did say so. I did say so. However, I'm gonna now call him out because I've gotten a little sneak peek at the PRs, and that dog rated me last. That's crazy, dog.
Wow.
I'm putting you on blast right here, right now, Plague. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Anyways,
Aren't those supposed to be like anonymous?
nope. This one's not anonymous.
Nope.
This one's personal. This one's personal. Sorry, dog.
Okay.
Anyways, Bernardo, I know you got a lot to say, so go for it.
Yeah, I'll let him take the stage here.
I before we were here recording, I talked with Oath in particular, and we exchanged a lot of stuff. And I will repeat what I told him. Like, I think like this week, the win from the Ducks was fair, but the score was a little bit too elastic. I think like a 6-4 would go like more in line with what the week actually was. 5-5 was on the table, but I think like we edged them in a little bit. That was like understandable to win. I told him as well, like his team on paper, it's actually, in my opinion, really good, and with a little bit of a couple of changes, maybe a little bit of adaptations, he can go from like an 2-8 week to a playoff team, like in quick speed. So I would not worry much about them, but I'm really glad about my team. I'm really happy for their performance, actually. Like, no one can predict an 8-2, but well, extremely happy that basically all my old gens won. That's amazing. But actually shows that we have some work to put on our SV as well. So
Yeah.
keep that in mind for next week. Our captain Engineer will take a look at the teams and stuff.
Pick up the pace, Chad, is what I'm hearing.
But very happy for the week in general, and I'd love to hear like the opinion of my co-managers actually on that.
Sure. We mentioned talking earlier about the Fiend versus Wildly game. I was pulling my hair out at some of Fiend's plays, I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, he still won, so I can't like blame him for anything. I do think, like in particular, I think Wadley's Terra seemed questionable to me because it was like one of the few Diancie checks he had. But like it was still a well played game. As far as SV in particular goes, I mean, I was pretty proud of my play. Using the Trick Room against them, that was pretty cool. Dugza, I'm trying to remember the Dugza game.
Was the Wu-Chen versus the Taurus that Esteban clicked the right move like 9 consecutive times?
Yeah, that was just outplayed by Esteban. Props to him. Very good player. And then Metallica, I want him to get a win. He's really hungry this tour, and I'll try to help him some more with cooking this week. Not leave him to his own. And then yeah, good job, old gens. Just gonna run it back. Don't see any problem with that. So yeah, I'm feeling good. Hard not to feel good after a week like that.
Yeah, no kidding. I think anyone going 8-2 will feel really, really good, especially week 1. But yeah, congrats to you guys. Hopefully you continue that, and hopefully the Drudds pick themselves back up. I have utmost confidence in Oathkeeper. But we're gonna hop into the.
Also, yeah, I've got the
sorry,
hammer
go
on
ahead.
deck any moment to throw him into ADV if the need arises. So we will see hammer gaming this NUPL. It's just a matter of when.
In any old gen, actually.
Yeah.
I think you did not lock yourself out of any of those, right?
Yeah, I didn't lock myself out of anything.
So we're fine. Eventually, you're gonna see Hammer Gaming. Hammer time!
Hell yeah.
Yeah, someone's gonna fall asleep at their computer, and I'll just step in at the last moment.
Well, let's hop on over to the second week 1 results. We've got the Talonflames versus the Vivs. Bit of a grudge match, as we mentioned, with the OBB Pokeslice game, as well as just from last year. Playoff contenders. Vivs won the tour, so this was a big week. And the Talonflames actually came out on top, winning 6-4. So, Bernardo, you want to give us a little insight?
At least on my personal view, I think the Vivs were favored that week. This week, but it was really close in general. This tutor game that could go either way. I think it went in the way that I did not particularly expected. The duo of Mind Game and Fogbound Lake, at least from their performances this week, were a bit underwhelming. I know they are picking up the tier. Eventually, they'll get better, but like they are pretty damn hyped on the PR as well. So like, I expect a little bit more from them. LPZ dominated, a turn dominated, and well, the week was traded. It was probably the best series in terms of competitivity and like level of games as well. They had like some pretty damn good games.
I agree. And I think that haven't seen the PRs yet, but I'm guessing Toother is probably not rated as high as he should be. I think people are sleeping on his knowledge in SVNU, and obviously he showed up this week, beat ZS, like considered to be one of our best players, and I'm excited to see where he goes next. Also happy to see Rabia, playing in tournaments finally, with a win, no less. So very happy for him. I'm ready for the Rabia sweep in ADV. Except for the week that he plays us, that'll be his one loss. So
When you say us, you mean when he plays the Hari Pablos and Goldmason, right?
oh, okay, it's 2 losses. 2 losses.
There you go. 5-2 is still a respectable score.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
that
about
better
the
make it
Drudds?
4
Hold
and
up.
3.
Okay, we can accept on that. 4-3 Rabia, it's a good record.
It's still a good record.
give it
It's
that.
still a good record.
That was my NUCL record, I think.
I
Something
think
like
we're
that.
4-4. Well, anyway,
Anyway.
you got the 4 wins.
But yeah,
I
mean,
was 4-2 in NUCL.
I don't have a lot of insight on the SV, but I mean, all of these old gens matchups are quite interesting, quite good. So that was probably a hype series. I'm gonna go watch some of these games afterwards. But yeah, Talonflames take the victory, and I'm sure that we will see both of these teams potentially back in playoffs because they're very strong, especially on paper. I think they're going to be in the top half of the PRs for sure, and they definitely deserve that. So, without further ado, though, let's hop into the next matchup. We got the Diancies versus the Let Flygons Be Flygons. Diancies are forever, rather. And we have another 6-4. So no ties as of yet. Another 6-4 with the Flygons beating the Diancies. I think that one came down to a final game as well, like it was 5-4.
Dang.
But yeah.
For me, the most memorable game was the Diamonds versus Stories. She, in classic stories fashion, lost to some bad full paras and was not too happy about that, and I can't blame her.
With this win, the Flygons let be Flygons tied the number of wins they had on NUCL, I think.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
That's an achievement.
they had
It took them much less time this time. But
they
not
locked in
only
this
that,
tour.
yeah, I think like their SVs were like the Danny wasn't able to compete, but regardless, his sub won, Enzo won. Turtle Doggo got the first blood on the tour. That was a nice as well. We had like Ninja Dog and Sexo, that was a very hyped matchup. We had like Void returning into NU, one of the biggest names, and like so did PDT. It was a nice series, to be honest. Like it got the motion of the week in the end. Like the Violet River Parpar deciding the series being the last game of the week was hyped.
Yeah, I see Big Tony every day saying he was overpaid, and he keeps winning though.
I mean, he probably was overpaid.
I
He
disagree
went for
deeply
like
with you.
13, 14K. Is that right?
You cannot overpay for Big Tony. It's not possible. I'd spend 40K on him in any tour. That's my
I
guy.
wouldn't spend 40, but like the 14 he was paid for, I think it's a very respectable value for someone that is like on this moment one of the most active players and like having good results. Like I think he was on the Tour one Shen, he was like on semis or like top 8, something like that. And he's building for himself. Like he came a long way from like an UCL where he was like, hey, I'm just playing SV for like kind of fun, and suddenly like he's actually one of the best SV players right now in this that we have.
Yeah, I think the Flygons just need to make sure he doesn't use any more Shaman, and they'll be good to go.
Shaman.
It's his favorite Pokemon, I'm pretty sure.
Ah.
Yeah,
I'm not as much of a believer as he is, but I mean, he could use what he wants if he keeps winning. So
Yeah, Big Tony
I'm not
from
much
time to
about-
time has a little bit of a questionable teams. It happens from the best. Shen knows the best of that actually.
oh, of course.
If you're a top player and you're not trolling a little bit, then like, what are you doing? You know, like, I get a hernia every time I see Bughouse load a Pokemon or a team in ADVNU. But I mean, he's a top player; he's allowed to do that. You know.
Yep.
If you're winning, it's hard to go against that.
Yeah. All right. Flygons beat the Diancies. Let's hop into the final matchup of week 1. We've got the Hari Pablos versus the Act-Fishing Arcanines. And, I was told by the people who were on the nut last week that the Hari Pablos weren't going to win this one. And there's a big 8-2 score here. The Hari Pablos did beat the Act-Fishing Arcanines. The second 8-2 this week, though, that was kind of surprising. I don't think people expected that, and I believe, at least personally, think that the Act-Fishing Arcanines are going to be rated very highly, and I mean for good reason. Look at their SV core as well as Keo and Drudd. Yeah, it's going to be a highly rated team. So a little bit of a rocky start for them.
Yeah, I look at the Arcanines names and I'm like, these guys will win. But somehow they just didn't. So I don't know if week 1 was just a flop. Are they going to bring it back week 2 or?
No, they won't.
Okay. Oh, they're playing us, aren't they?
I wonder who they're
Yeah.
playing this week.
Bernardo says no, they won't. Positivity guy says no, they won't. You know that they're playing his team.
I have a feeling that the Arcanine
will.
season is going to go as well as their SV2 through 4 slots go.
That's
Just-
fair.
That's
I think it's
a
going to come
fair
down to whether
assessment.
they can build well enough, whether they can play well enough. Because BJ is rusty. No one uses Elias teams but Elias. And I don't know if PU and Ice Master can build for themselves, or who's building for them if they're not.
Right.
I assumed that it would be like Phantom or AA win. And Phantom did talk a bit about the builds in the tournament chat, so I kind of assumed that it was him.
Yeah, Phantom can build, alright. Solid
Yeah.
builder.
So
Yeah, but like, do you think he can like make 3 teams with quality? I think like BJ builds for himself eventually, like very
Yeah.
fast. And we saw Piyush win. Piyush using like a Shen team, like he got from like probably a video from YouTube or anything like we have resources on the internet for like teams and stuff. And Ice Meister had like I actually screamed him prior to the week. I saw like that grassy terrain team firsthand, and versus a little bit more slower paced teams, that Charles of him was very threatening. So I don't think it was the problem of the teams. We're more so a little bit of clicking and knowledge of the team. Like he switched in like his Taurus Podia into a Garticuno, and it got like the special Defiant boost, and suddenly that Garticuno got a little bit out of control. And stuff like that happened. And so I honestly think like that Arcanine team is really strong. But well, hopefully they do not recover from next week.
Yeah, not
after
next
that.
week, but the week after that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like although like one thing like I'm hyping the Arcanines, the team that lost, the Harry Pablos actually surprised me like positively a lot. Like those SV teams were fine. They were okay. The clicking of Vulpix and TKO, like I wouldn't say was out of this world. Like they did not like super outplayed both Elias and Dr. BJ, but like they played extremely solid. They did not make harsh mistakes or anything like that. And the trio of like Gary, Watashi, and Goldmason did very well. So like stuff like that continues. They are in a like prime position to keep getting wins and like positions well to maybe be in playoff contention.
Absolutely. Shout out to, Cow is an incredibly good player as well. And he always delivers, at least for me. I mean, he's been on the site for like a year and a half, and he's been in like 15 different finals. So the guy's good. Still doesn't have a custom avatar though, so it's kind of crazy. But we'll be getting one this tour, so it'll be fine. But yeah, shout out to Elodin as well. It was his first game ever this week, and he loaded a Osgood stall team or some shit like that. I don't know.
Oh, DPP game, you mean?
Yeah, the DPP. Yeah.
Oh, okay, no, because like Elodin is here for quite a while. It can't be his first game ever.
Well, it was his first DPP NU game, as far as I was aware,
Okay.
or at least his
That
first
makes
one in a
more
long
sense.
while. But
Yeah, that.
But yeah, I felt pretty good about our team when we all got together, and it really showed through in this first week. I'm hoping we can carry that momentum. And it's also nice to be considered a bit of an underdog. Means that we get to just chill. And Lax said that today, actually. He was like, yeah, I like being an underdog because we get to just chill and do our thing. So I'm looking forward to some more good weeks to come. But yeah,
not one 8-2 finish, but two 8-2 finishes. Like,
yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
I don't think anyone expected two 8-2 finishes at all. But yeah.
No one even expected one. Imagine two.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, let's pivot here into week 2. We've got some predictions to make, I'm sure. We're not going to spend too long. We're not going to individually rate each team or each matchup, rather, but we're going to give our personal thoughts on how the week is going to go. Let me pull up the first matchup. The first matchup is the Let Flygons Be Flygons versus the Harry Pablos. So we got Stories TKO, TJ Fish, Larry Buff, Big Tony Vulpix, PDT Waters, Xiri Gare, MZ Watashi, Sensei Axu Cow, Boyd versus Eladin, which is my personal highlight of the week, and then River versus me. So, yeah, Void versus Eladin, my personal highlight. To SPL level players, both insanely good clickers, and I'm excited for that matchup. But what do you guys think?
MZ Watashi might be good.
MZ Watashi?
Yeah.
I'm personally looking forward to Violet River versus Gold Mason.
Oh,
Yeah, that sounds like an absolute highlight.
oh yeah, we'll see.
Just,
I locked in a time. Funny story. Violet River was playing to win the week for her team last week, and I didn't know that she was playing. And I saw that I was like going and looking at who I was going to play next. So I pinged her in the middle of her match to to schedule, not realizing she was in the middle of a match, and we locked in a time before she had even completed the match. So I went and posted time for when Violet River and I were going to play before Violet River even finished her week 1 game. So that's kind of crazy. I'm also looking forward to Fish Anemometer versus TJ. I think wasn't TJ on the bench last week, so that one's going to be an interesting one for sure, right?
I think like
that was. Yeah, go ahead.
No, please, Hammer, your time.
Yeah, that was Don Eduardo last week.
Right.
I know there's a ton of issues scheduling between him and Danny. And then he ended up losing.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure TJ played.
I think it was Don Eduardo played. It was the other team that subbed. Danny was the one who was subbed out.
Yeah. I don't think TJ played. I'm genuinely. I think
No, he did not.
I think TJ was on the bench. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is going to be an interesting week. Who do you guys think is going to win the week? I'm obviously rooting for the Hari Pablos. No surprise there.
I mean, like, I don't know, something about just, I don't know, it feels like their lineup is, just a little bit more solid than the Flygons.
I don't know. I think week 1 was a fluke for the Hari Pablos. Let's go Flygons.
Hey.
That's blatant. Honestly, personally, I gave it a tie, but I think like the games that will mostly decide would be like Larry Move and the last 3 slots, like Sensei Axel versus Call. It's actually like a sneaky highlight because Axel is very high rated in the annual circle, and Call it's like an upcoming talent, so that would be nice. White and Aladdin, it's White and Aladdin, very high level players. And you versus River, it's another game that you always hype River. So I'm like, well, eventually they will need to win. And they won in the last week. And so did you. So like, two winners fighting off. So I'd say those 4 games decide a week. But I personally voted for a tie on it.
Tie is respectable. I'm kind of feeling tied too, but obviously I gotta vote for my Hari Pablos. But yeah, no, this is going to be an interesting series. I'm excited for it. Let's hop into the next matchup. It is the Arcanines versus the Ducks. And, I mean, like we said, the Arcanines lineup looks really, really good and still looks really, really good. They did not change anything. So, how are you guys feeling going into this matchup this week?
Well, to be honest, I wouldn't call it scary, but it's a dangerous week for sure for both teams. Like, it would not surprise any of the results, either tie, win, or lose. I'm of course rooting for a win, and we'll work for that. But like, if I would need to make like from outside point of view, I probably would go like 1, 2. Let me make a quick count here.
Damn, he's actually counting up the matchups, huh?
I'm counting right now.
Right.
Honestly,
10-0 Ducks. 10-0 Ducks.
yeah, 10-0 Ducks. But yeah, actually something around like 6-4 Ducks, to be honest. 6-4 or 5-5. Either way. Those are my 2 like realistic results that I can imagine.
I think we need to fire Bernardo. I demand total confidence from my managers.
Yeah,
but like,
I think we need
like
to fire
said,
Bernardo just because
I don't want to 10-0 everybody every single week. I don't think that's fair for the
I
tournament.
do.
No, dude.
I want a 6-4 everyone for 8 straight weeks. No, 9 straight weeks. That's just all I want.
No. Go back to 8. Go back to 8. We'll win against us.
No. At the finals, you will get 6-4 as well. Do not worry about that.
No. Yeah.
But I think
personal highlights: FC versus Hacker. That one's going to be really, really good.
Yep.
I guess I'll shout out Bum Ash Engineer playing against PhD BJ. That one's probably going to be a highlight.
versus Elias. I think it's probably the best game of like so far in SV that we have from like the both weeks.
Yep, that one on paper for sure looks really good. I'm also going to shout out. I'm also going to shout out Kaboom versus Plague. Really good. Yeah, Drudd Ninja. Oh my god, I didn't even see that one. That one's gonna be
Yeah, Drud
amazing.
Ninja.
That one's gonna be amazing. Looking forward to this series. I will probably say a tie.
It's
So-
a fair assessment. You are wrong, but it's a fair assessment.
No. I think you're gonna get a tie. I think it's gonna be 5-4 Ducks, and the last game will go the way of the Arcanines. That's how it's gonna happen.
That's cruel. But
Time will tell.
Yeah, we'll see. The only alternative solution is another 8-2 Ducks. That would just be very.
I would accept the A2 Ducks.
That would be
always
funny.
taking
That would
another
be
8-2.
funny, you know. Just
Imagine
eight twos for the Pablos and the Ducks. Let's shake hands right now. We'll do a deal with the devil. Come on.
Okay, we're done.
Here we go.
Agreed.
Here we go. All right, the next
And all it
matchup.
cost me was my soul.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it costs. Come on. Next matchup is the Vivs versus the Diancies. There's obviously a tight matchup discrepancy here. I'm pretty sure that the Diancies obliterate Vivillon. What does Diamond Store do? Like 500% health. But
I'll
anyways,
get
You
the
can
calc.
lead your being as well.
I also didn't notice that Diancies are forever bought Diamond's Realms, so that's like a big buff to your team to have Diamond's Realm.
Yeah,
and
he's
the
practically the
Diancies.
mascot at this point.
And Vivillus Pride with the Vivillons.
I did not get Drud for my team.
Yeah, I know. What the hell were you doing, man? No wonder you went 8. You went 2-8 the first week. You didn't buy Drudd. It's divine punishment, dog.
Right, I have the calc. Diamond Storm does about 250 to 290 to Vivillon.
Damn.
Weak. Get Diancie off the team.
There are still Viv. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just casually
Yeah, if
doing
the
it.
Viv can Terra Steel this week, they can win.
Oh, you're right. Terra Steel. All right. Let's
Yeah,
look at the matchups here, though. Any sticking out to you guys?
Yes, versus Danny. If I told about like Elias Dugza, that's almost the same level. Maybe it's the same level. It's
Absolutely.
insane.
Slice and Doggo for sure.
Slice and Doggo. Yep. I'm looking
Oh,
at
yeah.
Vivillus Pride versus Hot Skitty on Whalelord action. That one's gonna be good.
I
The
need
turn
to.
Ishtar is going to be very
And,
strong.
oh
match.
man, Finch and Ninja Dog, two black and white players.
I need to ask as a zoomer. That's truly his name.
Yeah, that's truly his name. Hot Skitty
Yes,
on
that's
Whalelord
what that
action.
stands for. Yes.
Yeah.
They're in the same egg group.
Ah.
You never knew that?
Okay.
Skitty
My
and
mind
Whalelord are
exploded
the
right
same-
now.
Yeah, no, that's
Same egg group.
actually what it means, and it's because they can actually, according to the Pokedex, get busy with
They
it.
can mate with each other.
Yeah, they can get busy with it. But yeah, no, this is gonna be an
Okay.
interesting week. I think I lean Diancies personally. I think Finchinator's gonna win his game. I think E-Turn's gonna win his game. I think Slice is gonna win his game. But the rest of them, I mean, are either 50-50s or slight lean for the Diancies for me. What do you guys think?
No, that's a fair assessment. I think Diancie's win.
I'll go
I-
Diancies as well, yeah.
I voted Diancies. Can't see a tie, but I voted Diancies.
I'll go against the grain. I have the Vivs by a hair.
Hmm.
Okay.
Vivs do have Vivillus Pride. I mean, that's just like flavor win.
The
Maybe
fact
that
we did not
carries.
Over his game is big, but we kept the bad
I
luck
can't
charm
believe I
because we
forgot.
lost.
I can't believe I forgot.
Yeah, but
I can't believe I forgot.
we can come back now and see what
you.
he played. Let's see. No, okay, maybe later.
Yeah, later.
And,
I can't believe I forgot to cover
by the
Viv's
way,
game. Oh, is it because he lost? I don't cover Viv losses.
Yeah, he lost.
Okay, then yeah, I don't cover Viv losses. We're all good. We're all good.
By
Season saved.
the way, I just like to point out that you spelled Vivian's wrong.
Hey,
There's two
Oh,
eyes.
no.
we're shouting out. We're shouting out less than 3 man. This guy is insane. He's so great. He's making all the graphics for us. He's
Viva
Making-
Lons.
He's personally pushing the nut along to make sure that it happens every week. But also, fuck you, less than 3 man. It's got an I, man. It's not an A. What the fuck,
He
dog?
went.
There's two
No, he went-
eyes.
No,
Not
no.
an A.
He went closer to Viva Los Pride. It's Viva Los Pride, so he went with the Viva Lons.
Oh.
It's correct, man.
Okay, wait, yeah.
Oh,
No, I
my.
agree, actually. This is better. Leave it this way.
I will allow it. I will allow it.
Yeah, we're leaving it that way. And finally, the last matchup, we've got the Drudds with a Grudge versus the Taunting Talon Flames. It's going to be a tough week for you, Oathkeeper. How you feeling about it?
Well, considering that they took my team's mascot, I kind of wanted to destroy them.
Oh yeah, the grudge coming in hot immediately. Week 2 action.
Yes.
Um,
But yeah, like I'd say these are definitely winnable matchups for my team. Like, no question.
definitely look like interesting matchups.
Kind
I
of
mean,
like it, yeah.
yeah, I'm excited for a lot of these. Oathkeeper versus LPC. You feeling good about that one?
I feel good about any matchup I go into.
Oh, the SV core.
I fear no one.
The SV matchups look really good. Like all 4 of them look like interesting games. I'm excited to cover some of those when the weekends. Damien versus OBB. That one's huge.
Damien can redeem himself.
Absolutely.
I'm
winnable.
gonna
for
ask
sure.
publicly now in a video, Mr. Oathkeeper, are you planning
Yeah.
to reorganize your lineup in the near future to
Yeah,
optimize maybe certain slots?
it's possible. Yeah, it's definitely possible. I guess I'm just not sure how quickly it'll happen though.
We were very curious why Bughouse wasn't in BW. We really wanted to play it. We were curious why Real FV13 wasn't in ADV. I mean, you bought 2 top level ADV talents, and one of them really wanted to play black and white, so I expected him to be in black and white.
It's only week 2, man. Give me time.
All right. Well, we will be watching with great interest. I'm predicting a tie here. I mean, these matchups look fire. I think they could go anyway. Like every single one, except maybe if your sheet looking really hard, you think Bughouse beats Phantos. I can totally get that. Phantos is my dog, so I'm never going to vote against him. But I mean, I get why somebody would think that, But the rest of them, I mean, genuinely coin flips. I mean, all of these matchups are fire. I'm excited for it, so I'm voting tie.
I think the power of the grudge is going to pull through here.
Yeah.
And I think the Drudds are going to take it.
To be honest, I voted a grudge with some like level of certainty. To me, it's a solid 6-4 for them. And with that, go on.
No, go ahead. Mine.
No. What I'm saying, like, and even like, given the Talon Flames, those 100% like confirmed wins, like, like Esteban is my dog, but like it's Sino, like I voted Sino, I voted Tudor over Sabella, I voted OBB, like no upset. Maybe the only one it's not even upset, like the Real FV and hellom. So with like stuff going like as they should go, to me it's a solid 6-4 for the Drudds.
Honestly, I would take a 6-4 after the 2 and 8 we just received. We gotta get on the board somehow.
Absolutely. Hammer, what are you feeling?
I'm calling this for the Drudds. I like them.
Damn. That is a mostly
Yeah,
Drudds supporters in the chat.
And I'd like to point out that Hubris, the opposing DPPer, he's, on my current DPPL team right as my NU. Gotta fight against him and
Yeah, fighting against him and
that's
helping
tough.
him at the same time is crazy.
yeah.
Sabotage.
You should get one of the games out of the
sabotage
way
him.
early.
Yeah. Get one of the games out of the way early, otherwise you're gonna sabotage him.
It's like can you lose for NUPL but for DP?
All right. Well, that is all from us. Do not forget to like and subscribe if you want more nut. Because it's always a good time to find a little nut. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining us.
Who doesn't like nothing?
Who doesn't like nutting? It's the nut. Thank you everybody for joining us on the nut. We will see you guys next time. This has been Goldmason, Bernardo, Shengineer, Oathkeeper, and Hammer, and we will see you next time.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye, guys.